4 days on, from humbling and stunning India into silent, Australia cricket team will be looking to inflict more misery and pain on an already hurting Indian team. The two teams clash in the first match of their 5-match ODI series, and India have won the toss and asked Australia to bat first. Australia made 208 for 3, with Josh Inglis getting 110 from 50 deliveries, and Steve Smith opening the innings getting 52 from 41 deliveries. Smith was a bit slow, but Inglis was very fast. Hello everyone, and welcome to the final 14 overs watch along of Australia versus India in the first T20 of this 5-match series. Thank you for joining me. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. A number of players who participated in that match on Sunday are not taking part right now. In fact, for the Indian team, only 2 players that were in the squad. 3 players that were in the squad are in this playing 11. Only one member of that playing 11 on Sunday are in this playing 11. The team, as you see there on the screen, the Indian team is on the screen. The Australian team also was comprised of these players. So India will be looking now to chase down 208 to win, and they have started like a house on fire. They are 69 for 2 after 7 overs, as they will be looking to get up to this 209. So match on. There's match on as the Baron Duff to bowl his 3rd over. He'll be bowling to Suryakumar Yadav, who is captain in India in this match. So let's watch 69 for 2. The first delivery of over number 8 to be bowled by Yadav. Not Yadav. Yadav facing Baron Duff over the wicket. Bowl to Yadav. He drives through the offside, down towards the cover boundary. The fielder comes around, a tumbling save, send the return in, and they go back for the second run. India move up now to 71 for 2 at the start of over number 8 with Yadav on 31, and with him Krishna on 17. These 2 took part in the World Cup, and they may be hurting more than the other members in this playing squad. So 71 for 2, that's India. India replying to 209 made by Australia. It was a good innings from Inglis. He played some lovely shot, 360 shot, drive, edge, pass the keeper down to the 3rd man boundary for 4. So Baron Duff getting the hedge of Suryakumar Yadav bat, but it beat the diving effort of Wade. Wade, who is captain in the Australian team on this tour, and it goes down to the boundary for 4. So 4 more there to India. It was a lucky escape there. It pitched up, he drove at it, got the hedge, flew past the keeper down to the 3rd man boundary for 4. 4 welcome runs for India as they pushed up now to 75 for 2 in over number 8. In the meantime, bringing up the 50-run partnership of 31 deliveries. So let's watch as Yadav secors Baron Duff over the wicket, bowl to Yadav, and he drives down to long off for another single. The score will now move up to 76 for 2. He will move up to 36, and Kishan is on 17, comes into strike. The current partnership is 54 from 32 deliveries. This is Baron Duff. 3rd over. You have conceded 16 runs so far from his 2.3 overs. There's a packed crowd here still supporting the Indians. They'll be looking for some revenge, some redemption. But knowing these Australians, they'll be end-bent and being ruthless and to inflict more pain. Someone say belly pain. The full toss from Baron Duff driven straight down the ground. He dived but could not stop it in his follow-through, and they will go through for an easy single. And that will now push the score up to 76. 77. That should be 77 for 2 in over number 8. At the end of over number 8. So let's take your comments. I see your comments and I appreciate you being here with me. Good morning, Glenn Camber. Good morning. Glenn Campbell is saying India batting lineup is wrong. Ishan Kishan must open or bat at number 3 with Surya at 4. And I think that he did bat at number 3. As Yadav pulled this and here, the fielder comes in, drop the catch. He dropped the catch. He took a long time to come in. That looked like Sangha. It was short. Yadav pulled, got the top edge, beaten for pace, and Sangha running in could not execute the catch. It took a long time before he moves off the boundary. Let's watch the replay again. Dugged in short by Beroff. Pull late on it. The upper portion of the bat. Cross-batted shot. And Sangha, he tried, but he was far from it in the end. About a meter or 2. Again, Beroff is short to Kishan, and Kishan pulled this away, and they go through for a single at the end of over number 8, 79 for 2. Yadav is on 37, and Krishna is on 19. The batting lineup that I showed, Glenn Campbell, apparently that was the one that was released by India, but they didn't bat that way, as Kishan batted 3, and Yadav batted at 4 in this match. Jarasal and Gaikwad were the 2 opening batsmen, Glenn Campbell. Meredith, good morning and welcome to the show. Mr. Casanova, how are you? These are cricket matches that you and I know that we can relax and watch and don't have to worry about it, because right now, to me, these are the matches I love to watch. I have no, as Athena would say, I have no horse in this race. I am just watching it and enjoying it. Mr. Casanova. Top of the morning, happy Thanksgiving to those in America. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. And this match was played in mind with those Indians in America, and it swung away down to the boundary. Again, the fielder misjudged that one. That looked to be Hubbard this time. So Sangha there just pitching up, and Kishan into the swing it away down to deep mid-wicket for 4 more runs. And I'm telling you, this run chase is well and truly on. It's well and truly on. He misjudged it. Poor there from Abbott on the boundary. 83 for 2. Ball to Kishan again, and he is high in the air. Let's see what will happen here. The fielder getting under it, but he can only watch it sail over his head into the stand. 6 more runs from Krishna, and this run chase is on. We are going to witness a great run chase today. 89 for 2 in over number 9. So Sangha, the leg spinner, who replaces Zampa in this Australian team. Zampa is in the squad in Australia presently. He's one of the few Australian. He's one of the 5 Australian that never went home. Zanga again. Ball to Kishan, and he hit this again. High in the air. Let's see what happened in the gap. One bounce into the boundary. Let's see the umpire signal. He's going to check. But I think it's 1 bounce. He's going to check. Don't watch what you see come up on the screen. Remember, this is being produced by the BCCI and probably Star Sports. So they're going to say 6, but let's watch. I think it is 1 bounce, but I may be wrong. He hit this high in the air. Let's watch it. Oh, it's touch and go. It's touch and go. It's touch and go. Let's wait on the call. He signals 6. He's signaling 6 there. Christopher Bristol, good morning. Brown, you take long to read comments, sir. But my friend, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Good morning, sir. Australia winning easily? Well, Christopher Bristol, I'm not so quite sure about Australia winning easily. Not at all. Not at all. That comes in now wide outside the stump. That looks to be the googly. The umpire signal wide. This umpire is in his very first international match. So the score is now 96 for 2. Still in over number 9. It has been bowled by Sangha. He comes in the right-hand leg spin again outside the stump and cuts away. That would have been another wide if Kishan had allowed it to go through. But he hit it straight to backward point, and there is no run. 96 for 2 in over number 9. 8.4 overs bowled so far. So it's very interesting to watch Sangha here. 2 to come in this 9th over. Ball to Kishan, who comes onto the front foot and he drives it down to log off. They will go through for a single. The score will move up to 97 for 2, looking to get 209 to win. 1 delivery to come in over number 9. It is being bowled by the Australian leg spinner Sangha, replacing Zampa in the starting 11. A good partnership developing here between Suryakumar Yadav and Krishna. And it has reached 75 now as Sangha. They're just showing replays of those strokes. I thought it was live. We are back live now. 97 for 2. One delivery to come. Kishan is on 36 and Yadav is on 37. He whipped this away through mid-wicket, down to the man on the mid-wicket boundary. They go through for a single at the end of over number 9, 98 for 2. Australia should win this easily. No Sharma or Virat. So India will struggle. Well, you would not say they are struggling at this time, Mr. Casanova. It's going to be a very interesting match. Me think West Indies should hire you as a selector, Brown. Wow, I am not qualified because I have never played first-class cricket, and I think that's one of the criteria. The highest level of cricket I played was Senior Cup in Jamaica. Never played first-class cricket, and I think that's sort of the minimum criteria for you to be a selector. Selector Brown, pen the ones and not twos. Just finished watching the West Indies versus South Africa. We should win comfortable. Yes, we should win comfortable. And just at the drinks break, it seems that they are taking the drinks break early. So yes, the score in that match, I will just go through the score in that match. South Africa made 287 for 9 in their first innings. West Indies replied with 314 for 9. In the second innings, South Africa were bowled out for 250, with their captain Bland getting 104, and Hakeem Jordan, following up on his 3 for 61 in the first innings, picked up 3 for 58 from 22 overs in this innings. So Hakeem Jordan getting 6 wickets in the match. The captain of South Africa, Bland, getting 104. At the close, West Indies looking to get 224 to win. They are 8 without loss. It starts 3 a.m. tomorrow morning in Jamaica and 4 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. Sherman Lewis got 2 wickets also in this innings. Jaden Seals got 2 wickets and Sinclair got 2 wickets. I must say that Jaden Seals looked to be getting back to his very best. In this second innings, he bowled with some pace, some accuracy. He was getting a lot of bungs, and he would have gotten more wickets if they had held on to his catches, especially a dolly to Joshua Da Silva. And I am not here to really criticize Joshua Da Silva, but I will say that he needs to work on his keeping, because the techniques that he approached that catch that he dropped off Jaden Seals was very poor. It was a poor technique. The score is 98 for 2. So I'd love to see Jaden Seals work on his keeping. And sometimes one of the questions should have asked Ains, or probably what Ains should have explained, is Dowich being drafted in this ODI setup? Is he saying that I'm looking at you to replace Da Silva if he doesn't start getting some runs? Because Da Silva really need to start getting some runs. And maybe, just maybe, Dowich will be in that West Indies team that is going to Australia comes January. 100 for 2 now. We are in over number 10. So maybe that's a scenario that we could look at also. Maybe Dowich is a backup for Da Silva on this tour to Australia coming in January. So maybe after all, it's probably a good decision. Christopher Bristol, may there a drink, Mr. Broad? Oh, as usual, Christopher Bristol, you are probably drunk already very early in the morning. So that's another wide. Who is this bowler from? Abbott is the bowler, number 77. So Abbott again, 2 consecutive wide. After that misfield on the boundary just now. And Matthew Wade is very hungry at this time with Sean Abbott. So he's very angry with him. He comes in again now, ball to Kishan, and he drives down the ground, running towards the long off boundary. The fielder come across, diving effort. Brilliant effort. He saved 2 there. The score will move up now to 103 for 2 with Suryakumar Yadav moving up to 39. Good effort there. The ball, brilliant effort. We do not see West Indian fielders doing these type of fielding. 103 for 2. Yadav is on 39. Kishan is on 38. He's in strike. How about ball to him wide outside the half stump, and he flat batted this down to the man coming off the cover boundary. He should have left that alone and it would have gone through for another wide, but he got back onto it somehow, and the score is now 104 for 2 with 3 deliveries to come in over number 10. Australia, I may remind you, made 208 for 3 with 208 for 3 with Josh Inglis getting a century and staking claim for his spot in the World Cup team. You know, Josh Inglis was the ODI keeper, but Matthew Wade is the captain of this team, and he's now the keeper in this T20 series. And it's likely that he will be as Abbat bowled to Yadav, and Yadav ramped this over the keeper, down to the man and the third man boundary. Oh, diving effort there. Diving effort by the fielder coming off the third man boundary. This is good cricket all over. Shot into the pitch by Abbott. A ramp by Suryakumar Yadav. The third man was set fine, especially for that shot, and he just could not get to it. Let's watch the replay. He darted in. It fell just in front of him. He came forward, but it fell just in front of him. Good cricket all around, and he stopped it from going to the boundary. Wide outside the half stump by Abbott. The score moves up to 106 for 2. Yadav is on 40. Kishan is on 39. 106 for 2. So they need another 103 from 62 deliveries. So far, they have scored 106 from 58 deliveries. That means they are capable of doubling the score. As the ball gets old and soft for Habat should say, outside the half stump to Yadav, a slower delivery. Not Yadav, Kishan. So let me get this right. Kishan is the left-hander, a slower delivery. His hands came off the bat and it just goes to the man at cover. 106 for 2. One delivery to come in over number 10. It is being bowled by Sean Abbott. This is his second over. You have conceded 28 runs so far from his 1.1 over. Outside the half stump, and Kishan flat batted this hard to extra cover, but cannot beat the fielder at the end of over number 10. 106 for 2. Suryakumar Yadav on 40. Kishan is on 39, looking to get 209 to win. So Christopher Bristol, I hope you're not getting drunk. He said that Australia winning easily. I don't think so at this stage. I think the match is balanced, and it seems that there are some Jew on the field there, and at this stage, collapse. You think they're going to collapse, Mr. Casanova? I do not share that sentiment. I think it's going to be a very nice match. What happened to the Indian youngster Varma that played against the West Indies? He's in the squad. He's in the squad, definitely in the squad. Is he in the 11? Let me check if he's in the 11. He's not in the 11. He's in the 11. He's in the 11, man. He's going to bat at number 5. There he is at number 5. So he's in the 11, Mr. Casanova. He's in the 11. Would love to see someone make 100 on our side. Oh, yes, indeed, the champion. Well said. Please slash a like on the video and welcome to the broadcast. And please subscribe and slash a like on the video. Thank you, Mr. the champion. Would really love to see. I would have picked Darwish over the Silver for Test, or give Hope another run, seeing he has matured a lot. Mr. Casanova, I have no complaint. That is exactly, you'll pick Darwish over the Silver. I am not sure about that part, but I can understand it. And that is not something that I am against. I am not against that. But the second part, giving Hope a try to bat at number 7 and keep wicket, I am 100% behind that suggestion. That's where my thought process is also, Mr. Casanova. If you want to use Darwish, it would not be my choice, but it's not something that I would resist or complain about. It is not something that, like the squad that was selected. Whenever a squad is selected, anywhere in the world, any team, whether cricket, football, whatsoever, name the sport, name the country, there's always be disagreement. There's always be some argument. But there's a difference between disagreement with the squad and controversy. That's a big difference. And what happened with the selection of this West Indies squad in this last match, there was controversy. Because I bet all of you, if Darren Bravo was included in the squad, which I maintain he should have, but if he was included in the squad, there will be something else for us to talk about. So there's a difference between disagreement and we'll go with another squad, because that will always happen. Persons will not agree. There are over 9 million of us, and so it doesn't matter which 15 was picked. Some of us would not be happy. But then there's a difference between that and downright controversy, doing something that is unexplainable. And what's happened with the exclusion of Darren Bravo. Ains and his selectors did something that is unexcusable. The gentleman should have been in the squad. And that's my take on it. Now, as the score moves up now to the first delivery, so they are back from the drinks break, so the score remains on 106 for 2. So the bowler is Stoinis over the wicket, ball to the right-handed Suryakumar Yadav, who ramped this over the keeper head down to the boundary for 4. Dead over the keeper head. Oh, he got it there? Oh, I don't know. Even Wade is smiling. Match Wade is smiling because, honestly, they do not know he got it there. Look. Dead over the bowler head. He was beaten for a little bit of pace, but he got it over the keeper head. Sorry, not the bowler. Down to the boundary for 4. That will put the score up now to 110 for 2. We are in over number 11. Stoinis. Yadav just dabbing this down to short. Third man who has to move to his right. They get a single. 111 for 2 in over number 11 being bowled by Stoinis. This is his second. This is his second over, and they have gone for 17 runs so far off 1.3. And that one was sharply rising, but Yadav rode it well and just eased it down to short third man. He moves up to 45. Kishan is on 39. Needing another 98 to win from 57 deliveries. Match really on here now. 41 plus a runner ball. A runner ball plus 41. Match really on. A runner ball plus 10 fours. Outside the off stump to Kishan, who drives down to the fielder on the cover boundary, who comes in, send the return in to the keeper. The score moves up to 112. 2 to come in over number 11. It has been bowled by Marcus Stoinis, who have conceded 18 runs so far from the 10 deliveries that he has bowled. Kishan moves up to 40. Suryakumar Yadav is on 45. 112 for 2. 112 for 2 here now. As we watch Stoinis to bowl to Yadav. He has a fine leg, he has a backward square leg, he has a mid-wicket, he has a third man, and he has a man on the cover boundary. So those are the 5 fielders on the cover boundary. A cover, a fine third man, a fine leg, a backward square leg, and a mid-wicket. Stoinis bowled to Yadav, and he gave himself room and cut this away down to the fielder on the cover boundary. They will get a single. He will move up now to 46. 113 for 2 here. 96 needed from 55 deliveries. Kishan comes back into strike. He's on 40 from 31 delivery here now. So let's watch the feel for Kishan. It's a much different feel, as there's only the cover, but instead of what they have is 3 on the onside, 2 on the offside. The 2 on the offside for Kishan is the cover on the boundary, or the sweep on the boundary, and the long off, and then they have a long on, a mid-wicket, and a backward square leg. Wide outside the off stump should signal wide. That is so wide outside the off stump that maybe the umpire should have signaled 2 wides. It was so wide outside the off stump by Stoinis. And Matchaway just making some adjustment here to Kishan. And he's putting in a third man. He's putting in the third man on the boundary and the cover on the boundary. And then he's carrying the long one a little wider. 3 remains on the onside. So I do not quite understand this feel. Is he going to bowl wide outside the half stump? I think that's the plan. Wide outside the half stump. Slower delivery, cut. Cannot beat backward point. No run. The score remains at 114 for 2 at the end of over number 11. I'm coming to your comments shortly. But as you know that in August, Marlon Samuels was charged by the ICC Anti-Corruption Unit. And now it came out this morning that he has been officially banned for 6 years. So Marlon Samuels have been officially banned for 6 years. And I'm just going to read the 4 charges that he was charged for and what he was found guilty on. So the first one, there's it on the screen, and I guess by now, most of you would have read it. It is Article 2.4.2. And the first charge against Marlon Samuel was failing to disclose to the designated anti-corruption officer. That's what DACO means, the designated anti-corruption officer. The receipt of any gift, payment, hospitality, or other benefit that was made or given in circumstances that could bring the participant or the sport of cricket into disrepute. So in other words, it is saying that if he had received money, well, first gift. And I think at the center of the controversy was a gift. I think that at the root of it, it was claimed that he received a gift. So they're saying that if someone gives you a gift, if a man, for example, gives you a phone that value anything over $750, you must report it. If he had received money, which is payment, or hospitality, so that someone take you to a restaurant or pay your bill in a hotel for a night or so on, hospitality, you know what I'm talking about. Or other benefit. I guess other benefit means whatsoever. So that's the first thing that he was charged for. As we watch, 116 for 2, 8 Ellis into bowl to Yadav, and he swings at that one wildly. He got the bottom edge and it goes down to the fielder on the 5-leg boundary. So Australia just reining in back a little here. Although they continue to get a runner ball, but the boundaries are not coming. So this is good from Australia. They are not giving up the boundaries, and so soon it will reach 2 runs per delivery. But at this stage, Australia is bowling very well. The last 2 overs have been bowled very well. As we're going to watch Nathan Ellis to bowl to the left-handed Kishan. He bowls to Kishan, and Kishan hit this high in the air, over mid-wicket, out of the ground, 6 more runs. That will take the score up to 123 for 2. So Ellis there, just a little bit on the short side. The ball not bouncing as high as he would expected. He need to get that one up to the badge. It's sat up just about waist high. And Ishan Kishan say thank you very much. And he pulls it away over mid-wicket for 6. And so that is what the Australians need to guard against. They don't want any big over at this time, because one big over and India is well on their way. Ellis wide outside to half stump to Kishan, well bowled as Kishan charge at him, and there is no run. The score remains at 123 for 2. So that's the score at this time, 123 for 2. 1 to come in over number 12. And they are showing the Dream 11 top 5 fantasy players. So I'm not seeing any cricket on the screen right now, but I'll come back to read the comment at the end of the over. 1 delivery to go, 123. 123 for 2. Kishan drives through the offside, beat the inner circle. The man will come around to his right field. They will get a single. He moves, both batsmen are now on 48 at the end of over number 12. 124 for 2 with both batsmen and 48. So that was the first charge. The second charge, which has to do with Article 2.4.3. And this was a unanimous decision. The first decision was a majority decision. That means not everyone voted that he was guilty on this breach. So if it is a panel of 3, maybe 2 have voted that he was guilty and 1 didn't. So not everyone would have voted. On this second charge, the decision was unanimous. That means the entire panel. So for argument's sake, said it was a panel of 5, 7, 3, whatsoever. Everyone thought that he was guilty. Failing to disclose to the designated anti-corruption official receipt of hospitality with a value of US $750 or more. So they are saying that he gets something. He gets something that values more than $750, and he did not. That's a 4 by Kishan, put him up now to 52, and this total move up to 128 for 2. This is over number 13 being bowled by, who's bowling over number 13? I do not see who's bowling it as yet. It looks to be, is it Sangha or Spence? 140.5. It's Sangha, the leg spinner. Sangha, the right arm leg spinner over the wicket, comes to bowl to Kishan, and Kishan hit this high in the air. The fielder just looked at it as it sailed over his head for 6 more. Clearly, this is bad from Wade. We have seen where Kishan is taking out Sangha, and he continues to bowl the leg spinner to the left-handed batsman who is enjoying the bowling of Sangha. So Wade made a mistake there, and at this stage, India are well on their way to victory. No doubt about it, with 16 coming off the last 4 deliveries. That's the momentum that India will be looking at this time. And it's very hard to see India losing this match from here. Mr. Casanova spoke of collapse. I don't see any collapse today. Kishan is on 58, 134 for 2. Sangha is going to come into him now. We are on over number 13. Sangha, who have conceded over 35 runs from his 2.2 overs so far. This is bad from Wade to be still bowling Sangha. Outside the off stump, Kishan hit this higher over the top, down to the field on the boundary, and he's out caught. And so Sangha got the breakthrough. 10 runs out of the over, looking for more runs there. And he's gone for 58, caught on the boundary. It's 134 for 3 now. And maybe Mr. Casanova is going to say the collapse started. So there goes Kishan for 58, 134 for 3. It's throw it wide outside the off stump. One of those deliveries that they bowled to Puran to get him out. Slow, wide outside the off stump, going for the big shot, caught on the cover boundary. The only thing is that Puran would have been looking to hit that leg side. Sangha, Kishan was looking to go over the top. 134 for 3. Let me finish up with Marlon Samuels, and then I come to your comment. So the next charge against him, and this again was another unanimous decision. It was Article 2.4.6, failing to cooperate with the designated anti-corruption official's investigation. So he did not cooperate with the investigation. I would love to talk to Marlon Samuels or probably his attorney on this show. I'm going to try and find out who was his attorney and see if I could get his attorney to come and speak on this show. It will be good if he can come during the West Indies England ODI match on next Sunday. That would be a good time for him to come. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to try and arrange it and see his comments on these charges. And the final charge, the new batsman is still Verma, Mr. Casanova. So Verma is batting 134 for 3. I'm just finishing up the charges. So just beg you a minute or so away from the cricket. If there's a wicket or the score, I will tell you. And this was another unanimous decision again by the panel. Please smash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. Article 2.4.7. obstructing or delaying the designated anti-corruption official's investigation by concealing information that may have been relevant to the investigation. So they are saying that Samuels tried to disrupt that is what they are saying. He tried to disrupt the investigation. He tried to delay the investigation. He tried to conceal evidence that they think were relevant to the investigation. So that's what they found Samuels guilty for. Now, Alex Marshall, who is the manager of the ICC anti-corruption unit, he said this after the fines were handed down. The fine. Samuels played international cricket for close to 2 decades, during which he participated in numerous anti-corruption sessions and knew exactly what his obligation, and knew exactly what his obligations were under the anti-corruption codes. So that's what Alex Marshall is saying. Marshall is saying Samuels would have attended a number of sessions, a number of workshops, a number of pamphlets would have been handed to him and so on. And this would have been talked about a number of times. So he knows what his obligations are under the anti-corruption code of the ICC. Marshall went on to say, though he's retired now, Mr. Samuels was a participant when the offense was committed. The ban of 6 years will act as a strong deterrent to any participant who intends to break the rules. As I read that, the first thing that came to my mind is that we have another person, Devon Thomas, I think, who has been charged by the ICC anti-corruption unit. We have heard nothing about that, nothing from Devon Thomas, nothing from his lawyers. We don't know if Cricket West Indies is supporting Devon Thomas or Cricket West Indies believe that Devon Thomas have done something wrong. So we do not know the situation with Devon Thomas. I would love to talk to Devon Thomas or his attorney also. So I'm going to try to speak to both Marlon Samuels' attorney and Devon Thomas' attorney. So that's the situation as far as it concerned with Marlon Samuels, and he been banned for 6 years by the International Cricket Council. Although he's not actively playing cricket, he cannot take part in any organized cricket. He cannot go into a school and coach a cricket team or anything like that. Anything that comes under the cricket in Jamaica, he cannot take part in. And so it looks here now that that's 50 for Yadav. So Yadav is on 50. That's 50 for Yadav. I thought it was a catch because it looked like he had got the leading edge, but Suryakumar Yadav have moved up to 50. So India is well and truly giving a good account of this run chase, trying to erase some of the pain, some of the hurt that they felt on Sunday when the entire nation was stunned into silence. Tilka Verma off the back foot cannot beat the man at short mid-wicket and there is no run. So at this stage, they are going at more than 10 runs and over. 143 for 3. We are at over number 14. So that's more than 10 runs and over. So Suryakumar Yadav, 55 from 30 deliveries. He's the captain and he will be looking to lead his team to victory here. As Abbott round the wicket, ball to Verma, outside the half stump, cut, top edge, beat the keeper, down to third man, tumbling safe by the fielder there, and they go through for one. Did they come back for the second? So Matthew Wade flung himself to his left, but just couldn't get to the ball. Let's see the replay. Just the tip of the glove, so that took some of the speed off the ball and allowed the fielder on the third man boundary to come around and save the 4. And they go through for another single. So that was outside the half stump by Abbott. Cut shot by Tilka Verma. Top edge, flew past the keeper who got at the top of his gloves, just the fingertip. and it goes down towards the third man boundary where the fielder make a tumbling save and they got a single. Yadav, who's on 55, is now on strike. As Abad goes over the wicket, ball to Yadav, who tried to ramp that one, misses, goes through to the keeper. At the end of Abad third over, none for 37 from his 3 overs. After 14 overs, India are 144 for 4. As I come to your comments, as let's look at this, the champion. So Bravo might have to just retire now because it seems he will never wear the maroon jersey again. It is quite likely. It is quite likely. You know, I do not think, in my opinion, I do not think that Bravo was not picked for solely cricketing reason. I just don't think it was cricketing reason why Bravo was not picked. I cannot understand his exclusion from the squad. So it is something else. There's a lot of politicking going on here, and it's a web. As the left-handed Zanga ball to Verma, and Verma pull this in the gap, down on the mid-wicket boundary for 4, 148 for 3. At the start of over number 15. So as India is well on course for a victory here today. They are well on course. It was short and he pulled it away along the ground, down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. The fielder coming across from mid-wicket was unable to make that stop. 148 for 3. So let's bad bowling. Mr. Casanova is saying bad bowling, and he's also saying this bowling is so bad, India might just win. You know, I think the Jew and the pitch is flat out. So Varma there going for the reverse sweep. He connected properly and it goes down to third man for 4. So that was a reverse sweep by Tilka. Tilka Varma. He swept that away down to the boundary for 4. He moves up to 11. India, after 2 deliveries of over number 14, are 152 for 3. That was a switch hit. It wasn't the reverse sweep. It was a switch hit. Because the difference between the reverse sweep and the switch hit is that you do not take your hand off the bat when you are playing the reverse sweep. But the switch hit, you change your grip entirely. And that's what happened there. Ball to Varma, pitched up, and he drives. Down to long on for a single, 154 now for 3. Varma, 153 for 3. Varma moves up to 12 from 9 deliveries. Suryakumar Yadav, who is captain in the team, comes back into strike now. Let's see what will happen. This is a good run chase by India here. Good run chase. 153 for 3 after 14.3 overs. Sangha is in his final over. We saw where the Indian leg spinner Bishnoi got 1 for 54 from his 4 overs. Can India take Sangha to more than 54? 46 you have conceded so far. 145. 155 now for 3 India. That's in over number 15. So they are ahead of the run rate, but just on the run rate. Not ahead of it. They are just on the run rate. So they need 10 runs and over plus 4 to win from here. 154 for 3. Tilka Varma is on strike. Is he out? Yes, Tilka Varma is out. I thought that there was some replay. And once again, Sagna got the left-hander by just floating it up. Slow outside the off stump. Again, same delivery. Similar to delivery to the one that got Kishan. Well ball Sangha. And Varma again. He just floated it up, just took some of the pace off it. A slower delivery, just slower, giving the ball just some time. And the batsman once again were early into the shot, and Sangha got another wicket. And match on now as India still needs 55 to win from 5.1 over. As a new batsman come out, I'll just go through some more of your comment. The champion, Marlon Samuels should have been part of the coaching staff teaching these youngsters how to bat. Well, it's unfortunate, Mr. Champion, that you would have loved to see him being part of the coaching staff. Unfortunately, he cannot do that for 6 years, and everyone has their choice. You think that Samuels would have been a good coach? Well, I have never thought about Samuels in that light, but you would have given it some thought. And so those expressions are always welcome on this show. Those ideas are always welcome on this show, and we'll see how the community react. Greetings, Atina. Welcome to the show. Glad that you are here. So the new batsman is Rinku, the right-handed Rinku. So 2 for 47 from 4 overs for Sangha. India, 155 for 4 at the end of over number 15. The batting manual has just disappeared from social media. I haven't seen or heard anything about him until this 6-year ban. But he's retired from cricket. The batting manual. Wow, that's a good one. You had a new term to my vocabulary there, Mr. Casanova. The batting manual. I got you. India is large and in charge with poor bowling. Juna Davis, welcome to the show. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. I appreciate you being here. I think Mr. Ian Wilkinson is Marlon Samuels' lawyer. All right, I'm going to see if I can reach out to him, and see if he will be prepared to come on the cricket forum to just talk about what happened, what was, their side of the story, what was their appeal like, what was their argument to the tribunal like. So I'm going to try and reach out to Mr. Wilkinson and see if he's prepared to come on the show. Thank you very much, Juna Davis. Jamor Small is saying, good morning, sir. Good morning to you, Jamor. Quincy Street, how are you? West Indies cricket administrators has no shame. They could have selected Bravo and not play him. I said it again, and I'm saying it, and you're welcome to express your view. I strongly believe that Bravo deserves his spot in that squad. And deserve, I think that Bravo deserves his game in the playing 11. Now, I will continue to discuss this today, and I will maybe even discuss it up until Sunday, because I hope that we can do an entire one day, the entire match watch along on Sunday. That's the second T20 between India and Australia. I hope we'll have a panel here of all the guys so we can go the entire match. And if that happens, we will do it on Sunday. So from now until Sunday, I will continue to talk about the omission of Bravo and so on. And I'll express my views, and anyone who wants to talk about the squad up until Sunday are welcome to talk about it here. But after Sunday, with 1 week to go before the match, we'd have to switch gear and start supporting the 15 persons that in that squad. We will have to switch gear after Sunday. Because it is a freedom to express oneself. You are free to come here and express yourself. But I think there comes a time, because we are all supporting the same team, we cannot continue to be highly critical of them. We must be critical of them when things are not going right. We must be critical if we think mistakes are being made and there's some level of injustice. We must. But there comes a time now when we have to switch to support the team that is on the field. But for the time being, you are free to express your discontent with the squad. 165 for 4 as Suryakumar Yadav move up to 6. Rinku 61. 166 for 4. India looking to get another 43 runs in 4.3 overs. So match on. This is going to be a very, very exciting match. Yes, Samuels called himself the batting manual. Mr. Casanova, I wasn't aware of that. Weeper President Wavell Hines not to be seen or heard. Very interesting comment. I have Wavell Hines' number in my phone. I'm going to give him a call. I'm going to give Wavell Hines a call and see if he will come on this show. Definitely going to give him a call. 166 for 4 after 15.5 overs. Stoinis here is really mixing up very well. He's mixing it up very well with a lot of cutters, a lot of slow ball. So maybe the Jew is not taking as much effect as we thought it would be. But it's still a very good pitch to bat. And match is on. Match really on. 43 needed from 25 deliveries. The crowd is a bit silent. They do not quite sure which way this is going to go. Neither do I. It's a very good match because Stoinis over the wicket, bowler bouncer, end of the over, umpire signal wide. So one delivery to come in this over, 167 for 4 now. Sorry about that. When a side need more than 10 runs per over to win, you do not have to get wickets to necessarily win. At the same time, one good over will tilt the match in India's favor. And this is why I enjoy watching this match, because I have no horse in this race, Athena. Stoinis bowl to Rinku, paddle this away, down to fine leg. Let's see where it gone. The extra delivery, paying rich dividend here for India as it goes away down to the fine leg bunch for 4. Poor delivery there by Stoinis. It was short. It sat up outside the leg stump, down the leg side, and it was just help on its way, just paddled it on its way down to the fine leg boundary for 4 as India moves up to 171 for 4 at the end of over number 16. So they need now just 38 to win from 24 deliveries. 38 to win from 24 deliveries. And Suryakumar Yadav, Jamur Sumal is saying, India say they want a rematch for the cup-faced blue smiling. Yes, this 5-match series though, Jamur Sumals was planned a long time, you know. Thank you, Quincy Thank you, Quincy Street. I appreciate it. So let me just look back at that West Indies squad. This is the West Indies squad that was selected. I remember I said that I would have gone, I'm okay with 12 members of the squad. One is 50-50, and then there are 2 that I would have not selected any at all. A number of persons have been asking me, who are those 2 that I would not have selected any at all? But I'm keeping that to my chest because, sorry about that. Ellis ball outside the half stump, so Suryakumar Yadav, but he swings this away down to long on for 4 and moves up now to 65. So 175 for 4 now, and we're having a little more energy in the crowd. 34 needed from 23 deliveries, and India should win from here. That's just a run a ball plus 11, and they should win from here, despite it's only 3.5 overs remaining. A run a ball plus 11, you just need to hit 2-6, and somewhere along the line you'll get a 4 or 2, and you run the singles down the leg side, and that makes the equation a run a ball plus 10. So 2 6s from here will bring it to exactly a run a ball. So India is in no hurry right now. What they don't need to do though is to throw up some dot ball. Even if there's 1 or 2 dot ball, you do not need more than that. But if they avoid the dot balls, they should win quite easily. Because somewhere between the next 23 deliveries, they're going to get 3 4s. Or they're going to get 2 6. Somewhere. So all they need to do is not to throw up any dot ball. Down the leg side again. And the umpire signal another wide. So that comes down to 9. So India should win from here now. If you are betting, bet on India. They should win from here. Yes, As Ellis walks back to the top of his mark, the pressure is on. India is going to win from here. 32 from 23 deliveries, definitely. Rinku is on 10. Yadav, Suryakumar Yadav, Sky, the captain, is on 65. As Yadav secures Ellis to Yadav, and Yadav trying to flat back this away. Well bowled Ellis. It goes back to Ellis down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. The score remains on 177 for 4. 177 for 4. But I will tell you though, what I will tell you is the person who I was 50-50 about. The person who I was 50-50 about is Shane Dorridge. He was the one who I am 50-50 about. Yadav, as Ellis bowled to him, it is high and hard in the air. The fielder cannot watch it sail over the long on boundary, and it's coming down now. It's coming down. So this should be a cakewalk for India. 183 for 4, 26 needed from 21 deliveries. India, put your money on India, and the redemption start. The redemption for India start. And you know, I'm asking you in this community, with a 5-0 series sweep for India, some redemption towards the World Cup. The Australian captain, Ellis, outside the stump, and he cuts this away over the top of short, third man down to the boundary. Poor bowling by Ellis, 187 for 4. The field was never set for that delivery, and Ellis bowled exactly what his captain never wanted him to bowl. That must be like a dagger to the heart of match away. That was not what the field set for, and he bowled it exactly where the captain did not want it to bowl. And Suryakumar Yadav said, thank you, and he just uppercutted over short third man down to the boundary for 4, and India are well on their way to victory. So Pat Cummins had said that the ODI Cricket World Cup is the pinnacle of the game. He said that in his book, it supersedes the World Test Championship or the Ashes. Shot by Ellis, and Yadav pulled this away down to the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary, 188 for 4. 3 overs to come after this one. 1 delivery remaining in over number 17. It has been bowled by Nathan Ellis, who have conceded 36 runs so far, and he's in his 3rd over. So he still has another over to bowl after this one. But India is really large and in charge here. So yes, so Cummins have said it is E-rate the ODI World Cup higher than the Ashes, higher than the World Test Championship. Do you agree with that pronunciation by the Australian captain, Pat Cummins, who rated these? Ellis bowled to Rinku, and Rinku just dabbed this away down to short third man for another single. He moves up to 11. The score is 189 for 4 at the end of over number 17. 20 needed from 18 deliveries. India should win from here. Quincy Street. The bowling in that squad is poor. Other than Joseph and Moti, there is no bowling. But with Quincy Street, I wouldn't necessarily say that, because we saw Carrier did bowl well in the 3 ODI against, and again, we are free to express our opinion. That's what we're all about. Carrier did bowl well in those 3 ODIs against India. He did. And the first match, I think, when we were bowled out for a very paltry score, I do not remember right now, we saw where Ian Moti almost won that match for us. So I wouldn't necessarily say that. And if you look at the recently concluded CG Super 50, and I think this is what they're going to do too, is that they're going to, so that looks to be Spence, so he's back into the attack. Is a left arm or is it Berenduff? Just trying to check to see who is that bowler back into the attack. But they got a single off the first ball. A single off the first ball. So 190 now for 4. With 17 deliveries to come, they need 19 runs to win. So Aaron Duff is the bowler who's back into the attack. Suryakumar Yadav is on 76. So after this delivery, I'll continue to react to you, Quincy, to that statement, my opinion on it. As Yadav secors burned off wide outside the half stump and he carves this away down backward of point into the boundary for 4. The score moves up to 194 now. Yadav moves up to 80. And as India are closing in on victory, just another 15 runs needed now from 16 deliveries. So less than a run a ball needed. So we saw in the Super 50, Thomas and Joseph opened the bowling. And although Thomas never got a lot of wicket, he did bowl well and create some pressure. And I think that even helped Joseph to get the number of wickets that he got then, because there were pressure also from the other end. And I'm hoping that something similar will happen when we played against England, that Thomas will open the bowling with Joseph. And maybe this time, Thomas is going to be the lucky one and Joseph will be the one that is applying pressure. So I think that is good there. And say what you want to say about Chase. Chase should never, ever play Test cricket again for West Indies. Never. But when it comes to white ball cricket, if you look at Chase bowling economy over the past 18 months, it is world class. I'm saying it again. If you look at Chase bowling economy over the past 18 months in white ball cricket, it is world class. Brilliant off into Suryakumar Yadav and he hit this high in the air. The fielder running back. Brilliant catch. Absolutely stunning catch with the fielder running back. A Travis Head type of catch. That looks to be Spencer who took the catch. Brilliant catch. Yadav looking to finish it. Slow delivery by Aaron Duff. He got the bottom portion of the bat and the fielder running back took the catch. And so the Indian captain is gone with the team needing 15 runs from 15 deliveries. They should still get their 194 for 5. Aaron Hardie, who replaced Dave Warner in the side. So Aaron Hardie, who replaced Dave Warner in the side, was the one that took the catch. Yadav gone for 80. Well played, Skip. Your team should still get home from here, needing 15 from 15 to win. So that's my view on the bowling. Jamor Small, and I always express my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm not telling you that my opinion is right, but it is my opinion. What a shot, 6 runs. Okay, that would have gone some time ago. You got to find the championship. No, you got to find the championship. Okay, so the 5 love won't redeem them. Thank you. Legacy is made in the World Cups. Thank you. I agree with that. I agree with you, Quincy Street. Desmond Haynes got twins, Chase and Dowish. When I talk about my view on both of them, for me, Dowish should have been 50-50. I do not have an issue selecting him. Maybe I would not have selected him if I was a selector. The new batsman there, that's the left-handed Axar Patel, and he clip that one down to backward of square leg. They go through for a single. The score moves up to 195 for 5. 14 needed from 13 deliveries as Suryakumar Yadav went. Quincy saying again, that's true. I forgot Carrier is in the squad. Yes, thank you. 194 is up. Yes, okay, good. Vern Jacobs, how you doing, my friend? How you doing, man? Welcome to see you. I think Christopher Bristol is probably drunk by this time. He was drinking a lot. Even if they win one... Woo, that's a good one. Thank you for the laugh, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the laugh. 195 for 5 at the end of over number 18. 14 needed from 12 deliveries. India is on their way to taking a 1-0 lead. Even if they win 100 T20 matches in a row against Australia, it won't make up for the humiliating defeat at home in the World Cup. I have nothing more to add to that, my friend Vern Jacobs. Well said. Our bowling picks should be from Morty Carrier, Thomas Joseph, and Matthew Ford. That Mr. Casanova one, that's not a bad bowling lineup, you know. As you mentioned Matthew Ford, there's something that came to me, and sometimes you need to do things out of the box. The under 23 academy boys are in Antigua. It came to me the other day that the girls, the female members of the West Indies squad, and those who are there investing in, who lives nearby or so, why aren't they net bowlers to the under 23 boys while they are there at the academy? Why aren't they not batting to the under 23 boys, to the academy spinners? I'm not saying that they should be batting to the fast bowlers, but why aren't they batting to the spinners? Why aren't they net bowling to the academy youngsters, those who live in Antigua, those who can come to the ground on a daily basis? Or even if they live around in the Leeward Islands, any one of those islands in the Leeward Islands, why isn't they taking part in the, is it that they don't want a gender mixing or so on? But I don't know. I just think that these girls could be net bowlers. I think some of them could definitely be net bowlers to the under 23 academy youngsters. 13 now needed from 11. Australia is storming back here. Can they win? There are two dangerous batsmen at the crease. 13 is very hard to defend though. You just need 3 4s or 2 6, or you just need to run very hard. A few wide deliveries here and there. 196 for 5. 196 for 5. I always believe India should win this match comfortably, Ellis, bowl to the left-handed Axar, who pulls through to the keeper. There is no run. Good bowling here from Ellis. 13 now needed from 10 deliveries. I always believe that once it is over a run a ball, you stand a chance. Don't misinterpret that to say that I think that India is not going to win. India should win. 13 needed from 10 deliveries. India should win. But it's always my belief, once it is more than a run a ball, you stand a chance. But right now, though, it's a run a ball plus 4. And Patel drives into the offside, can't beat the fielder. Good bowling here by Ellis. So 13 now needed from 9, and it is getting very tight. Very tight. Apart from the wide of the first ball of the over, Ellis have not conceded any run so far. 3 consecutive dot balls. So it is getting very tight. This is his final over. He have gone for 38 from his 3.1 overs so far. It's very tense in the ground. Finger biting, head hauling. Ellis. Comes in now. Bowl to Axar Patel, and he dabbed this away down to backward point. The fielder from short turn man came across to his left. That looks like Aaron Hardie, and they go through for a single. 12 needed now from 8 deliveries. So Rinku comes into strike, and Rinku, we have seen in this IPL where Rinku won a number of matches from this position. You can recall he came to fame by hitting those 5 6s of the final over to win that match. 5 6s of the final 5 delivery to win a match. I don't remember which team they were playing or who the bowler was, but he came to fame by hitting those 5 6s. Ellis bowled to Rinku, and Rinku drives down the ground, deep, mid-off, and into the boundary for 4. So 8 needed from 7 deliveries now. So Ellis pitched up, and Rinku was into the drive, and he drove it sweetly past mid-off down to the boundary for 4. In the air a little, but just to ensure that he got the power behind it and into the gap. No chance. Down to the long off boundary for 4. 8 needed now from 7 deliveries. Despair and hurt on the face of Nathan Ellis. As India closing in here on a victory. closing in on victory. 201 for 5. Ball to Rinku, short, slow delivery. He pulls this away, down behind square. They will go through for the single. 7 off the final over. So it's 7 runs going to be needed after final over. And this is going to be a nice little thriller to get the series underway. Chase has outperformed Hussain in both ODI and T20. So I'm sure Mr. Casanova would have his statistics to back up those. But just from perception, Mr. Casanova, not because I would not have done the research, but just from perception, is it a case that Chase economy is better than Hussain, but Hussain is getting more wickets than Chase? So do the research for me, Mr. Casanova. Well, if it wasn't a watch along, I will do it meantime. But it could be that Hussain gets more wicket than Chase, but Chase is more economical. There is no Shepherd. Shepherd has been in my team. Now, Shepherd is in the squad. I'm sure that Shepherd is in the squad. I'm sure Shepherd is in the squad. He is, Mr. Casanova. I'm going to look back at that squad after I run through these comments. You know, with 1 over to go, they are ensuring that they set a proper field. Rutherford's selection is worse than Dowish. The way he scores his runs is not impressive. So Quincy Street there is not agreeing with Rutherford's selection. How about this? Ball outside the half stump. Riku hit that over the man at backward point, who made a diving effort, and it goes into the boundary for 4. 3 now needed from 5 deliveries as India pushed up to 206 for 5. This has been a magnificent run chase by the Indian batsmen. 209, 208 is always going to be a difficult target to chase down. But they chased down this relatively comfortable, because I believe that they could probably go up another half gear. They could have probably get another 20 runs if needs be. They could have gone harder, in my opinion. Not much harder, but just a little harder. So probably Australia was 15 to 20 runs short in this total. Cut misses. The keeper failed to collect. Diving effort by short third man, and they go through for a single now. 2 needed to win. Now, you go back to Steve Smith, and he get 52 from 41 delivery. That's a strike rate of 125. Was that where Australia lost the match? Did Steve Smith goes too slowly? Had he gone too slowly with 52 from 41 deliveries? Probably that's where they lost the match, with Steve Smith only getting 52 from 41 deliveries. He should have gone a bit harder, because this total was definitely 15 to 20 runs short. As Habat bowls to Aksar Patel, hit this Hindi here, the fielder coming across, took the catch. Another wicket. Is that another twist in the tail? This is poor batting. Absolutely poor batting by Aksar Patel. You need 2 to win from 3 deliveries, 4 deliveries. What's the need for the big shot? Absolutely poor batting. Now, Abbat got suppose Abbat got a hat-trick right now. These are the stuff that great players are made of. Absolutely poor batting. Run through your comment. You need to give Thomas and Carrier time to develop. We should not expect much from these guys. Okay, Quincy. India creeping up to win. Yes, they're going to win this comfortable Jamor Smalls. Chase is like Chris Gale as a bowler. He doesn't take wickets. If you are in the team for bowler, you need to take wickets. When it comes to T20 though, Quincy, give me a bowler who is bowling his 4 overs for 30 runs every day, and I will take him. I will take him if it's T20 and you said, this man is going to bowl his 4 overs for 30 runs, I will take him any day. You know, and I understand the case of wickets, but you also need to build pressure because bowlers bowled in pair. And if one bowler from the other end is building pressure, you might not be getting wicket as we see with Thomas and Joseph for the Leeward Islands Hurricane. But Thomas was building pressure at one end and Joseph was getting wicket at the other end. About bowl, they go through for a quick single, shy at the stump, misses and Rinku come and strike. So the ball went straight. Did it hit? We're looking, if it hits, he's out. If it hits, he's out. I am telling you, if he hits, he's out. And this is what I'm saying. That shot from Akshar Patel was a poor shot, so now they need 2 from 2. Wow, India is giving it away here. Well done, Matchaway. They collected. It came to the bowler's end. It was at the bowler's end that the fielder was that Bishnoi was run out. So at least they have Rinku on strike. But that was brilliant from Matchaway, though. He was off balance and he able to get the return down to the bowler's end, who effect the run out. Well done, Australia. This is going to be tight. 2 needed from 2, but Rinku is on strike. I don't think Rinku is going for a single off this delivery. He's not going for a single. There's no way he's going for a single. He may go for a single off the last delivery if he doesn't hit this for 4. But he's not going for a single off this delivery. Very, very tight. If Shepherd is there, then he will be my all-rounder in the team. And again, that's a good point. You know, Shepherd is there, man. A Shepherd is there. Here's a squad. Shepherd is there. There is a squad. Rutherford, Shepherd, Thomas on the last line there. So he is in the squad. And remember Quincy. Was it Quincy that said that the bowling shot? Remember that in the last T20 series, wasn't it Shepherd the player of the series? And Shepherd has been getting wicket. Shepherd bowling has come on leaps and bounds in the last 6 months. He has been getting wicket. So I don't think the issue is really with our bowling. I really think that probably is with the batting to bat out those 50 overs. I really think that's where. And that's why Bravo should have been in the squad. And he swings this away down to mid-wicket. They're gone for 1. They're going to come back for the second. Whether or not the ball, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight, but the important thing is that Riku Singh is on strike for the final delivery and they need 1 to win. That's all India care about, but this is very, very tight. If it was a direct hit, you would have been out. It's going to be tight. Watch it here now. Let's watch this. Very interesting here. What we do know, though, is India cannot lose this match. And they have Rinku on strike. Or did they... Oh, he's out. He's out. Did they send him back? He's out. I think they're going for the second. Was it the second run? So 208 for 8. It's very interesting to see who was out. I cannot tell. That looks to be Arshdeep. Yes, it's Arshdeep. So important thing is that Rinku Singh is on strike. And once Rinku Singh is on strike, I think India has this. 208 for 8. 1 delivery to come, 1 run to win, 2 wickets in hand. Are we in for a super over here? That shot from Akshar Patel. Oh my. Just tuck the ball away and run the single. Want to win the match in style. How many times have we seen these things over the years, even when we were playing? Tuck the ball away, run a single. Tuck it away, man. When Akshar Patel out, I told you that they probably get a hat-trick. Isn't that they've got a hat-trick? 3 wickets off 3 deliveries. Isn't that what happened? Does that count as a team hat-trick? Although 2 runouts were involved, does it count as a team hat-trick? Isn't that what you call a team hat-trick? So although the bowler never got the hat-trick, the team got the hat-trick. And from the moment Akshar Patel played that shot, what I said he was, Abhat is going to get the hat-trick. Abhat never got it, but the team got the hat-trick. India still lost 3 wickets in 3 deliveries. This is a level of which, I'm a very humble person. But this is a level of which I taught the cricket on. This is how the cricket player, man. Akshar Patel should have just tucked the ball off his hip and go through for a single. Why trying to win it with the glory shot? And now your team ending up losing 3 wickets. 3 wickets in 3 deliveries. Last delivery to come. Let's watch. Abhat to Rinku Singh, and he hit this high in the air, down the ground, out of the ground, and that's it. India have won in style. This is the man, Rinku Singh. That's what he's known for. So India, 214 for 8. Rinku Singh does it again with another 6 of the last delivery, and India have taken a 1-0 series lead in this 5-match series. The next match will be on Sunday. I hope you will join me then as I go through your comments here now. This match looked tight. Let me sip my nerve tonic. Jamur Smalls, I am disappointed that you are so nervous about it, because really and truly, I never know that you were bringing one of the teams. I thought that you were as neutral as us and probably just glad that the match was so tight. So India have taken a 1-0 series lead. Join me on Sunday for the next match, and we will do a complete match on Sunday. The entire team will be here. Please smash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button, and share the content, share the channel with your friends and ask them to subscribe. Have a great day now, everyone, and see you tomorrow at the end of the South Africa West Indies A match. See you then.